What's up guys, Next Level yugioh strats coming at you with more single card discussions, where we talk about some of the cards that have impacted Yu-Gi-Oh throughout the years. Today's card, the classic machine monster, Cyber Dragon. First released in Cybernetic Revolution in 2005, Cyber Dragon has been reprinted numerous times. Notable reprints include the 2006 Collectible Tins, Gold Series in 2008, Legendary Collection Mega Pack 2 in 2012, Battle Pack 2 War of Giants in 2013, and in its very own Cyber Dragon Revolution structure deck in 2014. As for its time on the ban list, it's bounced around a little bit. It was semi-limited in March of 2008, limited in September of 2008, semi-limited again in March of 2010, and returned to the unlimited status in September 2010, where it has stayed ever since. A light attribute machine type monster with 2100 attack and 1600 defense, its effect reads: if your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. By current standards, this effect isn't too great. A free special summon provided your opponent has a monster and you don't, and a solid 2100 attack. Nothing too special. But back in 2005, this card changed a format. Known as the GOAT control format, today it's a popular alternative to the advanced format, which is our current ban list. Technically, Cyber Dragon was legal to play for the last 6 to 8 weeks, I believe it was, in the GOAT format, but when people play it today, they like to ban it because the card is considered too powerful for that time. When Cyber Dragon was released, the strongest monsters in the games were the likes of Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer, Exarion Universe, and Arknight Parsat, due to how important the normal summon it was and the fact that they didn't require any sort of tributes bar Arknight Parsat. But Cyber Dragon had 2100 attack and could special summon itself in a format where the normal summon was so important, and helped define itself as an example of the power creep at the time. This meant if the opponent were to play something like Exarion or Kaiku, you could special summon your own Cyber Dragon and get the additional normal summon of your own Exarion or Kaiku, which meant you could get rid of their monster, attack directly, and do some massive damage in that format. Even the likes of Tsukiyomi, who was used to remove problem monster cards, couldn't handle it because Cyber Dragon's 1600 defense was strong for its time. And just to put icing on the cake, Cyber Dragon is a light machine type, so you could not only use the likes of limiter removal to help push for games with a 4200 attacking monster, but once it was in the grave, you could use it as fodder for powerful chaos monsters like Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning or Chaos Sorcerer. After shaking up the Go Control format, Cyber Dragon could still be used in its own competitive deck. With cards like Future Fusion and Overload Fusion, a player could use Future Fusion to load up the graveyard with machine monsters for a fusion of Chimeratech Overdragon, and then play Overload Fusion to banish those same cards from the grave to make a Chimeratech Overdragon on that turn. Chimeratech Dragon would gain 800 attack for each material used to summon it, and could make an attack on an opponent's monsters equal to the number of materials, so a maximum of 5. All this made it a consistent and powerful OTK deck, being a top contender in the Shonen Jump Championship events until Future Fusion was limited in September 2006, followed by Overload Fusion being limited in March of 2007. Afterwards, Cyber Dragon saw use in Monarch builds, offering a bait for trap cards like Bottomless Trap Hole that didn't eat up your normal summon, or tribute summon for cards like Mobius the Frost Monarch or Jinzo to help deal with set cards and floodgates. After the introduction of the Synchro mechanic, slower decks like Monarchs began to fall out of the competitive game, and Cyber Dragon began to see less and less play. But anytime a machine deck became prominent in the meta, Cyber Dragon could be sided in to use your opponent's monsters to summon Chimeratech Fortress Dragon, which can use monsters on either side of the field for its summon. Cyber Dragon later saw more play in the Cyber Dragon Revolution structure deck, which gave it searching potential and even more OTK potential. The card continues to live on in dedicated OTK decks of its own, capable of dealing massive damage thanks to powerful cards like Power Bond and limiter removal, coupled with Cyber Twin Dragon that can attack twice for upwards of 8,000 attack. Cyber Dragon did technically receive support in 2015 with Cyber Dragon Infinity, which Cyber Dragon decks can make with ease, but due to the card Satellite being splashable, the card sees more use in rank 4 spam decks than it does in its own archetype. And that wraps up our look at single card discussions, Cyber Dragon. Stay tuned for our next video, and feel free to suggest some cards you'd like to see reviewed or deck profiles you'd like us to post. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on yugioh Strats. Across Cyber Dragon's multiple reprints, the only rarity it has not seen a reprint in is Ghost Rare. This has been yugioh Strats with your Yu-Gi-Oh! Fun Fact of the day.